Hey, what's up, everyone? I did something dangerous recently. I was thinking, yeah, and I was thinking about how I don't have a map in the car. Now, as you might be able to tell from this, and by the way I speak, I am from New England, and I drive a car instead of a car. So, um, I've been driving around a little bit, and my wife and I have been talking about, doing some road trips and stuff. And I rely on like Google Maps on my phone. I have Android Auto, and I rely on um, you know uh, the GPS that's in the car. Well, sometimes Android Auto is a little buggy, doesn't really work that well. Sometimes you might not have service on your phone. Well, I don't know some states that well. Some I do, some I don't. What if I do? I can use a map, but how many people really have maps in their cars anymore? I don't think too many. I think it was something that was pretty popular 25 years ago, 30 years ago. But now I don't see, too many people saying, yeah, I need to go pick up a map or have maps in their car. Everyone is too dependent on technology. They're too dependent on their phones. I mean, what if there's some kind of a situation where, cell communication goes down, or there's a big event where it's jammed and you can't get signals through, bad storms, you never know. So, the old saying, I've said it before on the station, and it's a well known saying, and it makes a lot of sense. Two is one, and one is none. So, I have the Android Auto, I have my phone, my wife's with me, she's got her phone, but I wanted something else. Now, I really like those Garmin's that rely on satellite. Those are pretty cool, and maybe one day I'll get one of those, but they're also pretty expensive. I picked this up on Amazon for $7, and it's actually pretty cool. I suggest checking it out if you're into this at all. They have them for different regions. I just wanted to get New England, and I'll show you a little bit. It's Rand McNally New England regional map, and it's pretty cool. It says durable, won't tear, and you can write on and wipe it off. So I'm assuming if you use those like dry erase markers, it'll just wipe right off. So um, at first, I actually was a little disappointed because I thought it was kind of a booklet kind of thing, but it actually unfolds totally. I'll just show you some measurements. So this is 4¼ inches this way, and just about 9 inches this way. And I will show you. So what they basically did was they took a regular map and they kind of cut it up into pieces and laminated them. So let's turn it this way so it's correct. And I know I can't get the whole thing in here, which is unfortunate, but as you can tell, we have a map of New England. And like I said, what's nice is that it has the 6 New England states in it, but then it also has Canada to the north, and to the west and south it does have a little bit of New York. So it's helpful if you kind of drive a little too far west and you're in Vermont. You got a little bit of New York stuff going on there, so you can help find yourself. Now you might be saying, well, this thing looks kind of tiny. Well, it just only has like the major roads, routes, and highways on, which is pretty good. It's not bad. What I particularly like here is that it has a city guide. So, let's say you're in Claremont, New Hampshire. That just popped up at me. It'll tell you to look for E11. So we have the E's here. And then you go up to 11. Where is 11? And Claremont is right here in New Hampshire. So if you're looking at a traffic sign, you see Claremont, you're like, where the heck is Claremont? You can find it on the grid, look for your highway, and you can get on home. Pretty cool. And like I said, it has that for all 6 states, and breaks everything down. Now, on the other side, for those of you who are saying, well, that stinks, it doesn't have enough detail. Well, behold, it actually breaks down some of the more densely populated areas. Um, Now, for Boston and vicinity, like I said, it doesn't give a ton of detail, but it gives more detail than is on the other side, and it gives you enough to kind of get you out of trouble. Because if you're stuck in Boston and you can get to 95, you're pretty much good. or if you can get to Interstate 93, you're pretty much good because you know that 93 and 95 they go north and south. So right there, I mean, if you're trying to get to Rhode Island or New York, you take south. If you're trying to get to well, so let's say with 95, if you're trying to get south, you take 95 south. You try and get to New Hampshire, take north. It's pretty easy, and that goes right back over here. And then it also kind of blows up a little bit for the Cambridge area, and that actually is in more detail if that's someplace you tend to go a lot. Um, and then we'll check out some of these other ones. Right here, it has the Providence, Rhode Island area and in like the urban ring there. We have Worcester, Manchester, New Hampshire, Portland, Maine, Hartford, Connecticut, Burlington, Vermont, and then we have the whole Bridgeport, New Haven area of Connecticut up here, and then we have some fairly detailed areas of Cape Cod, and it's pretty sturdy, I think, too. I mean, it's a thick laminated material. The printing is really good. It's very bright. It's very crisp, and like I said, it folds, but it's not some like 3 foot by 3 foot map that you're going to be going crazy trying to fold back up and unfold. I mean, it's just kind of like whoop, just put it like that. You fold it in like that, and you're good. I'm actually planning on putting this in a pocket on a Molly organizer. I'm planning on putting in my car, so this way it's there and I can keep it handy. And like I said, it's backup. And if I can have something like this to try and help me get to a main route, because like I said, I know all the main highways and routes in my state. I know them in neighboring states. But if you throw me in, let's say some other state that I might be going to, I might not know them. This will help me get to those routes and get where I need to go. Like I said, I pick up New England because I basically don't leave New England. If I were to go someplace else, then I'd probably pick one up for that region too. Because for $7, I mean, this is really like a really, that says $7.95 on the back, but I think I paid $7. It's a really cool thing to have for $7, and it's also the kind of thing where if you use it one time, like you just like made your money back, like major. I mean, think about how stressful it can be if you're stuck someplace, you're lost, you don't know where you are, and then all of a sudden you pick this up, and you're saving yourself lots of time on trying to figure out where you are and getting back, and you're saving yourself aggravation. And look at gas prices. All that time you might have been circling around and burning up gas, you probably saved it just on that. There's your $7. So I think this is a nice map. From what I can see, I'm very glad I bought it. If you were going to buy a map, I think you should take a look at this one. But they certainly had other ones. There are probably going to be other ones that would be better for you. But definitely consider buying something like this, like at least a paper map or something in your car. I mean, even if you had to go online and just print up a map for the cost of a piece of paper, just like let's say you're from Washington State, like maybe just printing up some maps, like a total map of Washington State, and then maybe some sections you'll be in, and then maybe Oregon, and if you're in that southern part of the state, and just kind of save them in a folder in your car. Just this way you have them to rely on. Of course, if you do that, I think I would laminate them also because you never know if it's raining. Your jacket might be wet or something. So that's another good thing to do. But something I wanted to bring up because it wasn't really on my radar too much in the past, but it's kind of come onto my radar. So I wanted to share that with you. Like I said, hope I give you something to think about. Talk to you later.